It goes into the ground. Every the United States went into things. It dries out and they told me there's something.
We have to call the June 17, 2025 Lansville Community School Board of Trustees meeting to order at 7, a little bit after 7. Board members, you have received the agenda in advance of tonight's meetings. You have had the time to review, research, and consider the matters to be voted on tonight. Board members, do you have any questions or concerns to be addressed before we proceed? The second item is the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
The next item is approval from the May 20th, 2025 board meeting. Could I have a motion and second to approve?
I move that we approve the minutes from the May 20th board meeting.
I'll second.
Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Do we have any principals reports?
No, neither one are here tonight. June is kind of the extremely slow time in their world, and so no reports from either one of them.
Okay, next up is superintendent report.
And mine is very brief. As you can tell if you walked in, the old bleachers, the 30-year-old bleachers, have all been taken out. We were very fortunate because of a delay in the approval. We were supposed to be pushed back until after the start of July, but they went ahead able to get us in. So they started work this week on putting the new bleachers in. And so very, very shortly, we will have new bleachers in our gym for the first time in 30 years. And so that's always pretty nice to see something new and a little progress. Preliminary iLearn numbers are in. In July, we'll go into much greater detail. They're still kind of embargoed right now. We can't compare to anybody. But we saw really significant upticks corporation-wide in our iLearn results, particularly in the elementary school. In both ELA and math in the elementary school, there was one grade level that stayed the same in math from the year before. Everybody else showed growth, significant growth. And in our elementary, from 3 to 6, double-digit growth from last year combined. So really, really happy about those numbers, and we'll go into greater detail in July. But both the math and the ELA are up from last year. And so it'd be interesting to see where we fall with everybody else, but in particular, the elementary school is up pretty significant. Like I said, double digits in both from last year, and really in the ELA, which was an extreme focus of ours. And so glad to see that. And then really just the kind of the last thing, we're in June, and so it's hard to believe we're almost just a month from the start of school. July the 24th is our first day, and work is being done to get everything turned around and ready for next year. That's what I've got.
Thank you. Next up is number 7, the PTSO report.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I don't really have much to report on other than Friday we're getting together to go over our plans for this coming school year, meeting, scheduling, and stuff like that. So as of right now, I don't have much, but just looking forward to the new school year.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up is public comments, and Mrs. Rothrock would like to make a statement on that.
Oh, that's agenda item, so we'll do it.
Oh.
That's okay. As a senior member of this board, I'd like to take a few minutes to address the public. I've been a member of this school community for 39 years, first as a parent with children in school, then as a teacher for 14 years, and now as a board member in my 13th year of service. In all that time, I was always proud of what Lanesville Community Schools was able to do to educate kids. We worked together as parents, teachers, administrators, and community members. We were always there to support each other and to do what was best for kids. As a teacher, I didn't always agree with the administration I worked with, but I did respect them and listened, and we worked things through. Lately, there has been a disconnect. Many people are confrontational and angry without due cause. They tend to overlook what is best for kids and want what they think is best for them. We have witnessed unacceptable comments regarding our elementary principal, which are not showing respect for her or her hard work. Again, we don't all have to agree, but we as a board will not allow public disrespect of any administrator, teacher, coach, or employee of this school corporation. We, the board, are 100% behind our elementary principal, and we support her in any way we can. She is doing what we have asked of her, and there are many members of the faculty that believe in what she is doing and how she is going about it. One of the things I learned when I started kindergarten was to respect others and to treat others as I would like to be treated. I hope we all haven't forgotten that lesson. We apologize to Dr. Holder for allowing her to be in a situation where disrespectful comments have been made toward her in our public meeting. This will not be allowed in the future. Thank you.
And furthermore, we passed a month or maybe 2, I think it was last month, 9130 public comments and concerns. Any person or group having a legitimate interest in the operations of the school corporation shall have the right to present a request, suggestion, complaint, or concern relating to the corporation personnel, the program, or the operations of the corporation. At the same time, the school board has a duty to protect its staff from unnecessary harassment. It is the intent of this policy to provide the means for judging each public comment or complaint and concern in a fair and impartial manner, and to seek a remedy where appropriate. It is the desire of the boards to rectify any misunderstandings between the public and the corporation by direct discussions of an informal type among the interested parties. It is only when such informal meetings fail to resolve the differences shall more formal procedures be employed. Any requests, suggestions, complaints, or concerns regarding the board members, and the administration shall be referred to the superintendent for consideration according to the following procedure. And then it lists everything down. If anybody wants that, we can get that to you.
Anything on there?
There's nobody signed up for
Public comment.
the public comments. So we will move on. Oh, sorry, number 4. Okay, thank you.
Was ready.
job, Tom.
The approval of claims for the month of June. Could I have a motion and second to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the claims for the month of June.
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, the next is approve the resolution to transfer 200,000 from the education fund to the operations fund. Could I have, or do you want to speak about that?
It's just our quarterly
Quarterly.
transfer.
Quarterly
We're still under the 15%. We've moved back from that. Again, with some of the things we're doing, we'd like to move down farther, but just that quarterly transfer.
Okay, could I have a motion and second to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution to transfer the $200,000 from education fund to operations fund.
I'll second.
Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 10 is approval of curricular material for science books grade 4 to 12 for Pearson Education.
I would like to make one quick comment about this, and it's something to get the science books in. We need to do this now, but I would like some from the board and to put it on record. The ICP book, we may have to alter the ICP book because that's the one thing that Pearson doesn't have. They've got what's called integrated science they moved away from. We're still offering ICP on the schedules.
I see.
And so, which is integrated chemistry and physics. And so I would like to go along with this. If we find that integrated chemistry and physics book to go ahead and have the permission from the board to go ahead and order that to get that in.
That would not be Pearson then.
It may not be. It doesn't look
Okay.
like they've moved to integrated science instead of integrated chemistry and physics. Next year we may go that route depending on what we have. But we already have that on the schedules.
I've had to do that in the past. So you find a book that suits what
That
you're
suits
doing.
Yeah, okay, all right. And these are hard copy books we're talking
We are
about.
getting some hard copy books to try to extend them if need be.
I love hard copy books.
Me too.
Okay, with everything Dr. Apple said, that could possibly be a different manufacturer as well. Could I have a motion and a second to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, and now we are to our common things. We're going to rearrange the agenda when, in the future. We'll have consent agendas, and we're going to combine numbers 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Does anybody have anything they want to pull out of those? If not, could I have a motion and second to approve 11 through 18?
I'll make a motion to approve agenda items 11 through 18.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. And the last thing is number 19, additional public comments. Anybody have anything on additional public comments?
Yeah, I'll just vote on something that's conflict of interest. Because you have a board member that her husband looked.
Are you talking about my husband as a coach? I signed a conflict of interest form,
Last month, and
last
so
month.
did Tara Smith.
and he was also.
Yeah.
James was first hired as a coach in 2016, I believe. So he was a coach before I was a board member. Yeah.
Right, any other public comment? If not, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.